Hi, it's Linda back again with my easy way of making task card frames or borders. So today I'm going to make some task cards, some borders for boom cards. And boom cards like their orientation in landscape, as I've done here, but they like the size and the proportions of their cards to be 7 by 5. So we do this, we hit on design, and we start with the slide size. It's a custom 7 by 5. I know a lot of people use 14 by 10 because they're concerned about it being blurry. But if you set your PowerPoint to save at, not compress the images and save at high fidelity or at least 330, you don't have a problem with blurry. So now that we have our our size saved, and it's going to ask me, oh, it didn't ask me this time. If it asked you if you want to maximize, that's what you want to do. There's nothing there yet, so it's not going to matter. So the first thing I want to do is I want to insert an image. And that image is my actual frame that I want to use. And I'm going to go over and look for it in this file of all of these task card frames that I have. And it looks like I want one for what I'm doing now. Now I have a choice here. I have this one with a dotted line around it. And I also have this one. And I'm partial to both depending on the day. And so today it looks like this is the day for this one. And so this is going to stay, this picture is going to stay here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the paper behind it. At this point, I'm going to duplicate the slide. You can either do that by right-clicking and saying duplicate, or you can say Control-D. And I know I have 7 pieces of paper that are different, and I'm just going to make one card of each type with the paper, and then I can save them as an image, and then just keep using them over and over again. Okay, so first sheet, insert, no, design, format background, picture, and I want to insert a picture, and that picture is going to be my paper that I've made. Now, I'm using February's paper. So in February, if you want this, just make sure you're on my email list. I'll send it out to you. And sometimes, you know, the paper I've made is 12 by 12. And so when you get the paper on a 7 by 5 frame, it squishes it a little bit, or it doesn't maybe place it in a way that you'd like. Maybe I want the dots all around the outside edge. So you can do that by scrolling down. And I could scroll down and see it has all of this offset to the right and left. I kind of like how it looks on the right and left. It's the top and the bottom that I'm not too crazy about. And so you do have to be careful that when you're doing this, that you don't run out of paper. And I kind of like that, and so I'm going to adjust the top the same way. So I have a row of those dots, and now I kind of like where maybe the task card frames the hair off. There we go, perfect. Okay, so now you've got that one and it looks good. We go on to the next one. I like to do 5 or 6 at a time with different paper, save them as images, and then I always have frames ready to go when I'm in the mood to create something. We're going to do all of these the same way. Format the background, picture or texture, and then I'm going to go in, I'm going to get my second piece of paper, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to decide if I like it. This time I like the top and the bottom, and it's the right and the left I don't like. The right and the left, I want those stars where I can see them. And same thing. And you can just kind of move it around until you get something that you like. Sometimes you can make task card frames with several different pieces of paper. Or sometimes you can take one piece of paper and make several different looking frames, depending on what you like outside here in the edge. Okay, let's do it one more time. Our third piece of paper, format background, picture, with my third piece of paper. And that's a really pretty one, and I actually like it the way it is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest. Okay, I've got my seventh piece of paper inserted, so now I've got 7 task cards. We can look at them all if we click on this button here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Different shades of pink. Well, that is the February pack. If you want this pack, just make sure you're on my email list, and you will get the February pack at the beginning of February. Okay, next we're going to save it as images.